So, all right. So, where you want to start? All right. So, let me ask y'all a question about WandaVision. Did y'all like the whole series?
Hell yeah.
What about?
Yes.
All right. So,
Do you want a more elaborate answer than that?
No. What I want to say, where I'm going to go with it, I want to go in a direction of what you didn't like about the series. What you didn't like about the series? Is there anything that you didn't like, Andre? I'm gonna start with Andre.
Spoiler alert.
I think that the common complaint. Yeah. Let's get into the spoiler alert here. The common complaint about some of the setups that we thought were going to lead to like some big surprise cameos, and they didn't happen.
Right.
But at the same time, there's only one thing that really annoyed me. The rest of it, I feel like, for the long term, it's setting up for bigger things.
Okay. What about you? What about you, Rockstar? What you didn't like about WandaVision?
All right, spoiler warnings for anybody who hasn't seen the series yet, but by now you should have.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing about the guy Ralph.
I
was so upset when we finally got to find out who Ralph was, and then who the alternate Quicksilver was.
I agree. I see. That's what I was gonna say too. That's one of my main things that I didn't like about WandaVision. I think that's the only thing I didn't like about WandaVision. I didn't like that they did not make his character more like they didn't explore the multiverse with him. I don't know. Like it's one of those things where it's like it was like why even put him in there? Like I know that it was kind of like they know that the core fans are gonna know where he's from the Fox universe.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like we all wanted it to connect in some way. Give us a thread of.
They gave us nothing.
Yeah, give us something like to let us know that we're gonna get the X-Men sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think with the Marvel universe that we are going to get X-Men.
But you see, I that doesn't bother me as much. It didn't bother me as much because there was also that other setup that they talked about with the FBI agent that Randall Park played, where they said that there's who's under witness protection. So there's still another like secret about this guy as far as okay, they say he's an actor, but how do we know like he's somebody else entirely that they're looking for? So I think there's still something else going on. What upset me more was the whole thing with the space engineer guy that that Monica Rambeau wanted to call, and everybody's like, no, we're going to handle this. And everybody's thinking it's Reed Richards. And then all of a sudden, a few episodes in, it's like a totally different character.
It was a complete nobody.
Yeah, it was a real dud with that one too.
That was dumb.
I didn't, what, in my mind, I did not think it was that. I didn't think that they were gonna I didn't think it was anybody else. It was just like the internet going wild saying, oh, it's somebody else. But the Ralph thing really got me mad because I really like this guy as Quicksilver. So it was like, when they dumbed it down, it kind of like it, and on top of that, to name him Ralph Boner, it was like
it was just like all the lackluster.
It was kind of like a slap in the face, and it's like they didn't have to go that route. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to at all.
No.
Oh shit. I'm doing the wrong thing.
They could have left that out.
They could have left it out. It was
have to go to route, but I still think it's gonna still set up probably by Strange the whole multiverse business. So
you think they'll circle?
Just having Quicksilver there.
You think they'll circle?
I think it's gonna come full circle.
Okay.
I hope they address this bunny
because I don't think they're done with Max either.
From what I heard,
that's true. That there was supposed to be something there.
I heard that there was like some deleted scenes, right? There were deleted scenes, and that they were trying to say something like how the bunny that they somebody was gonna fight the rabbit or something like that in the house or some shit like that. Did you hear about that?
Some crazy.
Yeah, the rabbit was supposed to be like some crazy demon creature, but then they
Yeah,
cut it at the last minute.
Yeah, but I see why they can't do it, because then that'll leak off into whatever's going on into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and whatever they do here, it has to stick to that movie.
but yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. What do you think about the post credit? The post credit at the end with her going into her astro self.
That was amazing. That
Yeah.
was like that was like the first official time other than Doctor Strange that you've seen somebody in the MCU using the astral plane.
Yeah, I thought that was.
It gives you more. It gives you more Easter eggs down the line that you're going to see X-Men sooner or later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get Mephisto. You're gonna get the X-Men.
You think they're gonna do Mephisto? Because you know that they've been saying that Mephisto is
why they're gonna do Mephisto? Because in the post-credit scene, when you hear her kid screaming,
yeah, I did hear that,
and they're in hell.
But they
said that book open.
But they said that the rights in China, like or something like that, the rights like China doesn't like the devil or something like that, and they can't really like show characters like that.
Right.
Did you hear about that?
There's ways around that. I did hear about that, but I think creative enough to kind of get around those type of issues. Because they want to bring in Ghost Rider at some point. Wouldn't Ghost Rider be kind of too demonic for Chinese audiences?
Yeah, Ghost Rider is supposed to pop up in Doctor Strange movie also. But then it gets me to wonder, did they ever show Ghost Rider in any of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episodes in China?
I don't know. I don't know if it was even broadcast out there. Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because he had an entire season.
Yeah, no, that was one of the best seasons when he was in it. It's kind of fire.
Yeah,
and the Darkhold was in that one, and Darkhold is completely different in WandaVision.
It's the same.
Yeah, they totally didn't even acknowledge the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to separate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the rest of the MCU.
That's a Joss Whedon creation too. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saying his,
yeah, him and his brother.
Joss Whedon. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Josh later, but
yeah.
For the most part, I enjoyed WandaVision. It made me feel like I wasn't in 2021, sorry. And I didn't have shows to it brought me back to being a kid to like wanted to watch TV on a certain day. You know, like it wasn't you know, because I really was like fiended out to like say, oh, I gotta watch WandaVision. I would wake up in the middle of the night to go and watch it at 3 when it posts Thursday night, Friday morning. Crazy. But I think Disney's doing the thing with that. They were talking about sequels to it, but I don't think that they could do another season to this. It makes no sense. Like
This is a one deal.
Yeah, and with the whole White Vision scene, it looks like that's gonna play out too in some other shape or form.
Did you like the White Vision?
I think it was cool. It was cool. It wasn't over the top. I like how Vision tricked him, like, you know, by giving him a problem for him to solve. That was really smart. For the most part, I wanted to see the kids get busy a little bit more, though. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see the kids.
But they can't yet. They were mixing a lot of stories in WandaVision.
Yeah, it was overlapping.
Like, that was the House of M, but kind of in reverse, because she was creating mutants for whoever passed through the hex.
Yeah, the storyline was pretty cool too, because, you know, she has chaos power and chaos can just make anything, and it just makes sense. it makes sense of everything happening in a storyline. But I'm eager to see Doctor Strange. I feel like
the fact that they said she is stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good movie coming up.
And they said that this movie.
Yeah,
this movie,
Sam Raimi. I mean, it's gonna. Yes.
This happened before the events of Spider-Man. So I had that hunch. I had said it to Andre before. I said
for the new Spider-Man, or the one with him and Mysterio.
The one with him and Mysterio. This WandaVision.
So this was before that?
Yeah, it takes place before that.
So that Monica Rambeau goes to see Nick Fury before we see Nick Fury up at the end of Spider-Man.
In the sword ship.
Sword ship, yeah. So I had this theory that the multiverse is already happening because not only this Ralph Boner shit, but John J. Jameson, or whatever his name is.
J. Jonah Jameson?
J. Jonah Jameson. That's that guy. He appeared in Spider-Man.
In Far From Home at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, so and he's from another universe as well. So that's why I thought this whole WandaVision thing was like gonna expose the multi. It's the multiverse, right? Am I saying that right? I don't want to mix it up with DC shit.
Yeah,
it's
multiverse,
yeah. Because they call it something else in the.
No, they got the multiverse, but theirs was like Crisis on Infinite.
Yeah, it's Crisis shit. All right.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Like I feel like they have a plan. But I do think that there's too much going on so far. We're gonna get into that later. Like, there's a lot of. I don't know.
You're gonna see anything from the multiverse until the Loki series.
Yes, that's gonna look.
That's true.
That's gonna be good. The Loki series is gonna be.
Or if not the Loki series, then by the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, you're gonna get a glimpse of it.
All right, so. Y'all got anything else y'all want to say about WandaVision? Because that was pretty like.
Yeah, man. That show was dope. You know why the show was dope? Because if you have kids or younger people that watch that show, some of them have no idea where the references from those first 4 episodes came from.
I know.
And they take
I love full throwbacks to all the classic shows.
They take from the hottest shows from those times.
Yeah. It did it, and it made it. It gave it. It was kind of cool because of the fact that Disney's starting their streaming service off the right way. Even though they did Mandalorian, the Mandalorian was a whole nother story. But it's like the Marvel universe finally doing TV the right way, and it's WandaVision, Wanda's Vision, and it was so much play on words, so much different puns in there, and the TV represents their streaming, and it's really cool how they did it, and then they paid homage to all the old shows. It was cool. I like that.
And it felt like it was
No, go ahead.
No, like the whole thing. It felt like the Truman Show, where it's all from the point of view of the characters, and nobody knows who's behind watching this whole thing play out until a couple of episodes in. Mm-hmm. But I also love after the Agnes reveal, the episode after that, when they got into Wanda's backstory, and how she used to watch all these TV shows, to like get away from everything that was going on in Sokovia, and building up to basically how she created the Hex. I thought that was great how they explained everything.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I like how they showed the part where the bomb came and it had the Stark logo on it.
Yeah, the Stark Industries logo.
Yeah, I like that because that they had said that in Ultron, and the fact to see it there was pretty dope, and the way how the stone spoke to her, that was incredible.
Right.
And kudos to Disney Marvel for like the amount of money that they putting into each damn show, because it's looking like every episode was a movie. You know, it was like
Yeah,
their
they're not
budget was.
working with the Netflix or the Agents of Shield budgets. These are the same budgets they use for the theatrical films.
Yeah, and it's probably they just film it like long form movies, you know what I'm saying, and just splice it up.
Right.
But
No, my favorite thing on that show was episode 5, where they showed you everybody coming back from the snap in the hospital.
oh, talk about that when they
Oh my God, yeah.
Those
when
effects.
Monica Rambeau rematerialized,
Yeah.
that was fire.
Mhm.
That was fire. That was fire. Yeah, like
It gives you a whole idea of what was going on. So
from another point of
that
view.
Hulk just snapped his fingers, and Thanos
Mhm.
is busting the Avengers' ass right now while everybody's in the hospital going crazy that everybody just came back. Like there's
Yeah.
so many dynamics going on
Yeah,
from so many movies.
yeah. It is one of those things that it'd be dope if they show other angles. I've seen stuff on YouTube where they show when the snap actually happened. Have you ever seen that where they post all the different scenes together, and when Thanos snapped in Infinity War, you see the snap affect Hawkeye, you see the snap affect Ant-Man and them when he was under.
Oh yeah, I need to see that.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. I've seen
Yeah,
that.
I never saw it, but that's interesting.
Yeah, they timed it up. Like there's a sequence where they did it like that. You see everything happen as soon as he snapped it. It's pretty dope. They need to do one in reverse now when they come back. But
Mhm.
We need to see more of Darcy and all this MCU stuff.
Darcy was pretty good. I like that.
An amazing character.
Yeah. And you know what? There's a lot. Darcy and what's his name? What's the FBI guy name again?
I forgot his name.
I keep forgetting. I know the actor's Randall Park. I keep forgetting his name.
Well, them two, their chemistry is
It's dope how he did the card trick.
Yeah.
And showed him in the movie.
Yeah. Marvel gets it, man. Marvel just gets it, right? They just get it.
Again, kudos to Kevin Feige because he must have been reading comic books with us when we were younger. Because he does get the story.
So on point, they get
Well, that's his genius. He understood the comic books, but then he also grew up on all these big films and knew how to blend the two together to make the MCU. Every movie feels like a throwback to something we grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So we got to move on now. I know if y'all want to get anything else in, please do so, because I want to move on to another Disney property.
And I'm just waiting to see the kids in the Multiverse of Madness be a part of Mephisto's soul.